Hello everyone. In this video, I want to talk about making long videos versus making short videos. And I wanted to talk about this topic because I believe when people want to start their YouTube channel, they also probably think about this. And of course, my target audience is not really vloggers or people who make videos showing their travel, but my target audience is definitely people who want to make tutorials and they want to share their knowledge, or maybe they want to earn money, or maybe they want to indirectly sell something else. So I thought I'll probably share my opinion and give you my thoughts on this. Now, I have a few YouTube channels. One of the most popular YouTube channel that I have is called as Ravi Sagar. So if you go to youtube.com/Ravi Sagar1, you should be able to find my channel where I talk about Atlassian tools, Jira, and script runner automation. I basically focus on Atlassian because that is my main job or my main competency. But I do have other channels where I talk about, for example, on this channel, I talk about mostly Linux, Emacs, and I try to share things which are general, not really part of specific category. For example, if I'm making this video, it is not really talking about Linux or Emacs, or maybe showing you how to do something, but it is just all about sharing my thoughts, and I'm doing it because I think I can maybe help you, because when you listen to other people and their stories, I think you get some ideas, and that is what I'm trying to do. Now, I believe before you can figure out whether you need to make long videos or short videos, I think it is very important to first figure out what exactly is your goal. Do you want to do this YouTube thing as your main thing? Maybe you want to earn money from it, or maybe you want to just focus on YouTube. Then I think in that case, spending time on making proper video tutorials, proper courses makes sense, because that will require a lot of your time. And if you want to do it for your main job, I think in that case, making proper long videos makes a lot more sense, because people prefer a complete course. For example, maybe you have let us say 5 or 6 different courses. Maybe you teach Node.js, or maybe you teach, for example, C++, or maybe you cover any engineering college subjects. There are a lot of channels online, by the way, where you can just watch those videos and learn. For example, the other day I was watching one YouTuber who was sharing 8085 programming, and when I was in college, I remember I had some problem understanding 8085 programming, because it was not, of course, very obvious. And of course, nowadays things are very much easily available online. I mean, you can search for these tutorials online. So if you want to make a proper educational educational YouTube channel, then I think spending time doing preparation will, of course, give you return. But of course, that will consume a lot of your time. So decide your goal. In my case, my goal is not really that, at least for the time being. Maybe things will change in future, because YouTube is not really my main job. I just do it to basically share whatever I'm doing, but at the same time, it is like one one medium where I can do some experimentation, where I can, of course, improve myself, because I don't think I'm very good in communicating my thoughts, my ideas. This is something that I am trying to improve, and I think when you make a video, when you share your technical skills, your knowledge, I think you have a really good medium on YouTube. Apart from, of course, doing podcasting or maybe writing blog posts, which I do anyways, but making a video is I think, difficult. Making a tutorial, technical tutorial is not, no, I don't think it is easy, but you have this medium where you can practice, and no one is actually going to judge you. I mean, people might judge you, but right now I'm making a video. I'm just talking to this camera on my computer, and I'm quite comfortable. And I think when you do it over a period of time, you improve quite a lot. And these things help directly in other areas of your life and of course career. But for me, YouTube is not really my main job. I don't think it will ever be, but this is something that is very clear. But of course, YouTube, making YouTube videos will, and I know they have always helped me to maybe, of course, uh, promote me, because when people search online, they find my Jira videos or script videos, and they come to know about me. And I'm also trying to stay up to date with whatever is happening in my field. And I think that is, of course, I mean, making videos contribute towards achieving my other goals. And by the way, I made one video recently where I talked about how I organize my goals, how I plan my work, so that each and every day when I do something, it should contribute towards those bigger goals, those long-term or short-term goals. Now, the second thing is, when you have your goal in mind, decide how much time you can spend on it. Can you spend maybe 2 hours every day, or maybe 1 hour, or if it is, of course, if you want to do it properly, then of course you have to spend more time. But for me, I hardly spend more than 15 minutes per video. So usually when I make a video, it is like 10 minutes that I spend. I mean, most of my videos are roughly 10 minutes. But on top of that, I spend maybe additional 1 minute or maybe 2 minutes to make a thumbnail, which I do, of course, using a script. And then I upload the videos straight away on YouTube. That is it. So it is mostly within 15 minutes. So I don't really prepare. And that 15-minute time is thinking about what I will be talking about today, making a video and uploading it along with thumbnail generation. So that is it. I don't think I can spend more than 15 minutes per video. And usually I spend, I usually keep 1 hour of my day in the evening to make a video. And that is it. I don't really think I can afford to spend more time. But this is something that I know for sure that for me it is roughly half an hour or 1 hour max that I can spend. Now, of course, decide what topics, what subjects you want to cover. I mostly talk about on my other channel, Atlassian Tools, Jira, Confluence, Scriptner, REST API. On this channel, I talk about Linux in general, org mode, Emacs. I talk about occasionally on Drupal. I do talk about general things that I do with, I mean, anything to do with technology. I try to share it here, which is not really part of a specific category. And I prefer, I prefer whenever I'm making a video on a specific topic or a subject, I try to put them in a category, although that category could be making videos using FFmpeg or writing shell scripts. So I do have some playlist on my channel, but most of my videos, or majority of my videos, along with, of course, I mean, if I don't think about Emacs, I think I'm looking at the count of my Emacs videos. I think on my channel, most of my videos are on Emacs, then Linux, then rest of the videos, majority of them are on other things, general IT things. So these are my areas, and I do have some plans for future, but right now I don't really spend too much time preparing, because these are the things that I mean, these things are anyways part of my daily routine. I use Linux, I use Emacs, I use Drupal, and that is what I do. I mean, whenever I have something interesting to share, let us say if I learn something interesting in org mode, I make a video. So these are my topics, and also figure out how much time you can spend along with what is your current level on that particular topic or subject. So if you are learning something, this is also something that I do. Let us say if I'm learning something, and I can't really figure out a project to work on. I mean, when I learn something, I prefer to work on a project so that I can be satisfied with that learning. Okay, I have built something, but that is not always the case. In that case, I anyways try to either write about it or maybe make a video on that particular topic. So if you make a video, I think you will learn quite a lot at the same time, and at least you have this objective. Okay, I have to make a video because I'm learning these things, and when I make a video, I can of course revise and help others. So also figure out whether you are a beginner on that particular topic or maybe you already are an expert. For example, on Jira or Emacs, I don't really want to call myself as an expert, but because I do those things for living, and I think I help other people anyways, so I don't really have to spend too much time on those other areas. For example, I have been learning Node.js since last year. I have made a couple of projects, but I don't really think I have reached that level where I can confidently talk about it. That yes, I know Node.js. Although I have a lot of my notes, and most likely, hopefully, in the near future, I'll probably start making videos on Node.js. So let us see how it goes. So know about your current level, where you are, and one thing which is very important: if you're thinking of making a video, do not worry about the production value. Do not worry about the camera. Do not worry about editing. I mean, I do these things because I don't know. I do not do these things like editing a video or worrying about a great camera, because I cannot really afford to spend more than 15 minutes, half an hour daily on making these videos. So that is why I focus on the content, and that is it. Although I do recommend get a good mic, spend some money getting a good mic, a decent mic, because if you're making a video and if you're talking about something, your voice should be clear. So apart from spending or investing in a good mic, I don't think you should focus on other aspects unless you are doing it full time. If you're doing it full time, then of course, there is no limit on the production value. And also one thing which is, I think, very important: create a workflow. And when I say workflow, create a workflow. I mean, when I have to make a video, I basically start. I mean, I first spend a few minutes thinking about the topic, which I anyways maintain somewhere, like on my notepad, that or of course Emacs. I do have some items on my agenda that today I have to talk about this topic, but the moment I start the recording, which I do it using, by the way, a shell script, which is nothing but a ffmpeg based shell script, and I basically run the script and I start recording, and then I have another script to make a thumbnail. And because I do these things every day, I don't spend any additional time doing those bits like editing and improving the video. I don't really do any post production because I cannot afford. I don't have time, to be honest. But one thing which I have been able to do is make regular videos. So every day I make a video, at least on my Jira channel, but I'm trying to be regular on this channel as well, where I have at least one video going out every day, which is possible because I have this system, I have this workflow of mine. And sometimes I make 4 videos and then, of course, should schedule them. So usually I have some videos scheduled that will go out every day. And I think that is very important, because when you do these things consistently, it will become like your habit. And for me, making a video is not really an effort for me. It is like brushing my teeth every day. So let us make a video. And those videos are, of course, useful, because when I make a video, I am anyways learning something, but at the same time, I am also not spending massive amount of time. And finally, I think once you figure out these things, I think you will come to know that whether you should make long videos or short videos. But I think it really depends whether you want to do these YouTube videos as your main job, or you just want to do it as something that will contribute towards achieving your other goals. For me, I cannot really spend too much time, and I don't really have a lot of time during the day to plan something to make a proper long videos. On my Jira channel, I have made a few video series where I actually prepared. I prepared for some time. I mean, it took me like a couple of weeks to make one video series, but that is, I think, a lot of time. And maybe in future, if I get time, I'll probably spend a lot of time making these really good, high quality videos. And that is definitely in my plan. Whenever I get a chance, I will make those detailed video tutorials. And of course, it will be on YouTube. I am not really planning to sell them. Maybe in future, but I think YouTube is great, by the way. So this is something that I thought I'll probably share today with all of you, in case you are also thinking of making YouTube videos. And and one thing that I also wanted to talk about is don't worry too much about what other people will think. Just start recording. I think in the beginning, if you are sharing something, I think that is the most important part. I think your intention should be to share whatever little you know, or whatever you want to share. And when you do that, when you have that mindset, I think you will not worry about the outcome. I mean, don't worry about the views. Don't worry about whether you're earning money from YouTube or not. When you do these things on a regular basis, you have your own portfolio, your own set of videos on your YouTube channel, and believe me, these things help a lot when you are maybe approaching your potential employer or your client that you want to target, because this YouTube video or videos or whatever channels you have, or blog post or podcast, will help you, will definitely prove your capabilities to other people, and that can definitely be helpful if you think about doing these things as a career point of view perspective. So that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much.